Hey guys, how are you? So this is going to be a divine masculine energy check-in for those who are dealing with a karmic. And so yeah, I'm going to give a trigger warning because this reading might trigger some of you guys. And always take what resonates and don't try to force the situation to fit or try to add any more to your story, okay? So the 3 decks we're using are the ones that I created. We have my Twin Flame Hunger Vampire Edition. We also have my Truth Rising and my newest deck, which is my Karmic Exposed Oracle. You can find any of those in my Etsy shop. All right, so the first top row here is pretty interesting because it seems as though the karmic has been tapping into your energy, divine feminine, and they are sending negative energy your way. So if you have been feeling off, if you've been feeling like your energy is not the same, something is strange or weird about your energy, it could have a lot to do with these negative karmics tapping into your energy field, especially if you don't know how to protect yourself, and really draining you. Okay, so that is why the smudge card came out here, because it's like it wants you to cleanse your space, your phone, and yourself because of this evil eye that the karmic is putting upon you constantly, and how they're constantly trying to tap into your energy. So what you do is when you cleanse your space, like cleanse, your workspace, your home, grab some sage or any type of smoke and cleanse your phone with it. Just move your phone around the smoke because your phone works as a portal. You guys always hear me say that. So it's very important to use that and to cleanse your phone. Okay, so these karmics here, they have, well, this particular karmic here has a personality disorder. They struggle to find self. Okay, there's something really, really off about this particular karmic here. And it's because this karmic here has psychological issues. All right. They have literally like some type of psychological issue because they always act crazy. It's kind of like they wake up in the morning and the first thing they do is check on the divine feminine to see, what's new with the feminine, to see what you're doing, how you're dressing, what you're eating. It's like fucking crazy. It's insane. And they don't even know who they are. Like some of these karmics, they really do have split personalities, or personality disorders where 1 minute, they could just be their crazy selves. The next minute they try to be the feminine, and then later on they try to be like the neighbor's wife. And then, they're like chameleons. They like to literally become who they're hunting. So it's crazy. So then we have succubus. So this particular karmic or karmics, they use seduction or sex as a form of manipulation. Okay. And I feel like because on the bottom of that, it says, I've done magic on your masculine. I feel like because the energy of the succubus is here, it seems as though they have done some type of, like, I was about to say blood ritual, and mixing up with sex. So they could have done it while they were on their period. They could have had sex with your masculine while they were on their period. Use that as a form of sexual magic, to get more into your masculine's energy, to try to merge the energies together to see what his feelings are for you, to tap more into your mentality, your emotions, and be able to control your masculine's head. Because here it says karmic is messing with my head. And the reason why she's doing that is because she's fucking engaging in sex magic, sex rituals, which your masculine has no clue what the fuck she's doing and how that's working. But it's crazy because it's backfiring onto her, because over here it says, I create negative energies. And next to that, it says, we're always fighting. So even though she's wishing bad upon you and she's creating negative energies so that you and your masculine can fight, or so that your masculine can, you know, work against you in some type of way, it's backfiring on her, because what it's doing is it's causing the masculine and the karmic to also fight. So haha to her, right? Or him, whoever, him, her, depends on the viewer. It's really not gender specific. I'm just used to saying him, her. Anyways, so yeah, they're constantly always fighting. They're always messing with your masculine's head, getting into your masculine's head, creating this chaos, creating this negative energy, tapping into it. And so with the card that's over here that says hater, it says, I love to cause you guys trouble, because she's a fucking hater, right? And it says the karmic is making me turn against you, and spirit is keeping me away for a reason. So because spirit knows exactly what's going on behind the scenes with this dark soul here, yes, the masculine might be like a host for this karmic to work through, to get to you and to intervene in your guys' connection, because the darker forces will do that for those who have a huge role to play in this life. You know, special soulmates, special twins, they'll allow the karmics to get away with shit like this. But that is why your spirit guides are also blocking this from happening and affecting you even more, because it's like, look, spirit is keeping me away from you for a reason, because they know that this karmic is using me to get to you. And I'm full of anger and I'm full of hate, because this karmic is fucking with my mind, trying to make me push you away from me. And because we have, I'm in a ruthless phase, and down here it shows like a feminine energy, like hitting rock bottom or feeling depleted, feeling exhausted, dealing with this behavior, dealing with this masculine. And it says, I am full of rage and I will sabotage our connection. Again, these two go perfectly together, and it has a lot to do with this karmic fucking with this masculine's head. Okay? Not only that, like, it takes two to tangle. Like, your masculine is stupid for allowing and not seeing the truth. It's to show you that it has a lot to do with the other person's inability to see the truth, see what's going on, because they're being blindsided by either sex or being blindsided by things that are not good for them, right? Which is probably why they push the feminine away as well to begin with, because you remind them of what the fuck they're doing. You remind them of what they shouldn't be putting up with, and they don't like that. It triggers it. But it triggers it for a reason, because it's kind of like you're working to wake them up. So going back over here, it says, I drain him. So obviously your divine masculine is being constantly drained by this karmic, especially if they're using sex to manipulate and seduce your divine masculine. He's being drained. She's draining him. She looks like she's like blood drunk, right? She looks like she's blood drunk because of all the energy she's trying to take. But again, she doesn't realize this is going to backfire on her and really fuck with her natural flow and really fuck with her natural energy. But like I said, sometimes this happens for a reason, because they're going to have a huge major lesson to learn as well. At the end of it, it won't be fucking worth it. So with the conduit card here, she's working as a conduit. She's a conduit right now. She's a channel. She channels the divine feminine's energy to manipulate the masculine, which is why we have she's messing with my head here, right? So this again, going back to the personality disorder. So this is when the karmic tries to play the role of the feminine, when she taps into your energy, feminine, and figures out what you like, what you eat, how you act, all that shit, tries to pretend she's you because she channels you, and it fucks with your masculine, and it makes him feel like, oh my God, well, I thought so-and-so was my twin or whatever, and now this karmic is acting in this way. Why is she acting or suddenly smelling or thinking the way my divine feminine does? So it really does mess with his head. And that's exactly what she's doing. She's trying to get away with this shit, right? So then we have, I feel unworthy of you and your love transforms me. So your masculine knows that when they go through this phase, that because they know the karmic makes them work against you, they'll snap out of that phase. They snap out of it and they get depressive when they do, and it makes them feel unworthy of you, feminine. It makes them feel like, you know what, I'm glad that I'm pushing you away because I'm not good for you. I'm full of rage. I will sabotage this, and I have sabotaged it. But there's something about your energy, divine feminine, that transforms me, that keeps pulling me in. It kind of feels like a saving grace type of energy. And so next to that, it says, don't turn your back on me. So that is why they feel like, damn, well, please don't turn your back on me, even though I feel unworthy of you. And even though I have pushed you away, it's like, just don't turn your back on me right now, because these are the times where I need you the most. These are the times we're being tested. And I found this quite interesting when these two cards came out, because it brought me back to the show Vampire Diaries, where it says, I will always find you and your divinity awakens me. So do you know when they turn off their humanity switch, right? When Stefan or Damon turned off their humanity switch and they use someone very close, someone that loves them, to snap them back out and remind them of love and remind them of who they are and their divinity and stuff like that. So I feel like with this card here, it's like their humanity switch is being turned off by this karmic here. They can't find themselves. They lose themselves in this darkness. And it's like the feminine's like, look, I will always find you. I will always find the true you. I will always trigger your light. I will always bring you back to the light, to your higher self, to your divinity, because your divinity awakens them. So therefore, you know how to snap them out of it. You know how to find their true selves. So when I channeled that, I was like, holy fucking shit. I was like, it makes total sense. It makes total sense. And then next to that, we have, I want to heal you. So feminines, a part of you, yes, you do pray for your beloved. You do pray for them. And you do want to heal them. Because in your soul and your heart, it's something natural that comes from you. Despite of the darkness and the challenges that you're facing with, darker forces or energy interferences or karmics and negative, negative Nancy's, always trying to fuck with your guys' connection and stuff. And it's like, no one can do it like the divine feminine. That's why there's always this battle between karmic and feminine, or karmic and masculine, whatever, however the fuck you want to see it. But so I thought that was a very powerful message here. So again, with you guys wanting to heal your masculine, it's a part of you, because you feel like that's your duty in a way, even though it's not. Sometimes you're like, well, I'm not his fucking mom, I'm not gonna wake his ass up. I'll wake his ass up with fucking slap in the face, yeah. I could just hear my sarcastic feminines right now, like, boy, bye. Let your mama wake your ass up. No, I'm just kidding. But of course, you can't help but pray for your person, because you love them. You still feel the connection, or else why would you be here right now watching this video? Caught you. Hashtag caught up. But you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, and because of that, that is why you're masculine at some points they feel very depressed or they feel very unworthy of you. So they just end up settling with the karmic because they know that they allow it. And sometimes they're just too comfortably numb, or they're just too comfortable in their little jaded settlement with the karmic that they just prefer to stay there and not heal or move on or snap out of it because it's too challenging for them. So that is why the feminine's energy is coming through as I will always find you. My soul will always find a way to heal and pray for you and snap you back to your divine self and remember who the fuck you are. So I was like, oh my God, that's so beautiful. So anyways, I totally forgot about these two cards. So it says, I burn with anger and hate when you both communicate, and irritated by the divine feminine. So it's funny because these karmics do get super irritated with the feminine because they're like, I'm doing all this fucking work, everything that I can to separate them, and they still communicate. So that really gets them furious, angry. It gets under their skin because they know that their tactics, they only work for so long and then they start to fade away. It's kind of like a spell. It doesn't last forever. It eventually fades. So that's why they feel like they have to constantly do it. And eventually their energy is going to be depleted and there's nothing else left to put into this connection. And they eventually wake up, snap out of it, and come towards their feminine. So it's like their time span on this shit is not very long. It's not very long. So yeah, that's the messages that are coming out. I hope you guys didn't get too triggered, but I hope a little bit made a little bit more sense. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good one and take care. Bye.